opening remarks, I guess. I'm really proud of our guys. I thought our guys played extremely hard. They were very competitive at the beginning of the game till the end, and that was a big step forward. I'll be honest with you, I was disappointed in our effort last week. I might have talked about that a few dozen times this week. Kids came out and competed and played tough, you know, the whole ball game. And very, very proud of them for that. You know, when you're playing the number 15 ranked team in the country, you got to play smart though too. We made some mistakes at critical points of the game. You know, you got to hear the coaching and you got to do exactly what the coaches tell you, especially when you have a timeout before you go out there. And we had that happen on a couple of occasions. You know, I'm not sure about the punt at the beginning of the game. He swears he didn't touch it. But, you know, we responded and kept playing hard. You know, that put us in a hole. You know, at the end of the game there, I was told that they were reviewing it. That's why I kept everybody out there on the field. Nobody told me they decided not to review it. So, you know, so we just we got to play smart. When you're playing you know, the 15th ranked team in the country, you got to play real smart and also play hard and tough and physical. I'm very, very proud of our guys. You know, I thought they competed at an elite level tonight, and that's improvement. But we lost.
Open it up for questions.
Willie, when you looked at what you did from week 1 to week 2 with Donovan, maybe some of the quick throws, how did you feel just offensively?
Well, I thought the coach did a good job of putting us in a position to be successful. You know, they're just, you know, whatever's called, we got to execute it. You know, you got to go. You know, if you're reaching the 3, you got to reach the 3. You know, especially when we're running a stretch to the big field. You know, it happened on the last one with the safety. You know, and shit, we went over it on the sideline before we went out there. So that's what we got to get better at. Either the want to, the competitiveness, those things the kids have got. But we got to execute properly in order to win. It's hard to frickin' win. You know, it really is. And you got to, everybody's got to be on the same page and all the, you know, typical sayings that everybody says about that crap to get beat.
Willie, you guys were able to hold Oklahoma to only 14 points offensively, no points in the second half. What was working for you guys defensively against them?
You know, I thought we did a nice job of tackling, you know, and staying over the top. You know, they didn't have any. They had one, I believe, big shot play, but besides that, we made them have to drive the ball down the field, a bunch of different plays, and sooner or later, you know, most of the time they're going to goof up and put themselves in a bad down and distance situation, and you got to, you know, finish them off. But, I thought we played very well on defense throughout the ball game.
Coach, coming into the season, when we look at Oklahoma, there was a lot of talk about their offensive line, and you guys really looked like you were able to take advantage of that tonight. Can you talk about that matchup with your defense against their offensive line?
Well, you know, I think we've got a good defensive line. We rotated a bunch of guys in there. We got some tackles for loss. You know, it's a big deal between 2nd and 8 and 2nd and 12. You know, so, you know, we feel like that can be a strength of our team, our defensive line. You know, we're not there yet, but we got some good players up there, and we feel like we can match up against people with the defensive line, and we need to, you know, we're going to play a lot of guys, and we need to do a good job of moving and you know, putting them in position where they can, you know, use their athletic ability.
Willie, you seem to be moving the ball pretty well up until the Van Jack touchdown, but the 4 opportunities down 2 points, what do you feel like changed in those possessions?
Oh, we just made mistakes, made critical mistakes. You know, that's what hurt us. You know, defensively, if one guy screws up, you still have a chance to have a good play. Offensively, if one guy screws up, particularly it's up front or tight end involved in run game, and you know, it's probably going to be a minus play. You know, that happened to us a few times and put us in some, you know, bad down and distances.
Willie, the muffed punt early in the game and then the review on the safety, both those were really close calls. What explanation did you get from the officials?
Well, they just said there wasn't enough evidence to overturn the first one. You know, I kind of watched it and it looked like the ball didn't change while it was spinning. You that's what usually happens when the guy touches it. He said he didn't touch the ball. I don't know, but you got to fight through that, keep playing, and I was proud of the fact that we got in a hole, a play that may or may not have occurred, and the guys kept fighting back.
A few more questions?
Willie, you went with Joseph Kim kicking the ball today. Why did you do that, and then what do you think about his performance?
Well, he hit a couple big ones. Did a nice job. We chart these guys all throughout camp, and he just had been hitting it a little better, been a little more accurate, and that's not to say that Jack hadn't done a good job. He's done a good job. He did a good job of some of his kickoffs tonight, but they just got to stay ready. We're gonna. That's a tough position, and I'm glad Joseph stepped in and did a nice job of hitting a couple big field goals for us.
When you scored the touchdown, you went for 2 pretty early in the third. What was your reasoning for that?
Oh, it was kind of a flip of the coin on analytically on whether to go or not. It was what they call a 50-50. I just didn't know how many more times we'd get down there. We've been struggling moving the ball, and gave us an opportunity to tie. We played good on defense. Unfortunately, we didn't. Again, we had a guy run the wrong route. Not the depth that he was supposed to run it at, and not the guy we were throwing it to, just to set it up. So you got to do your 111 to have an opportunity to be successful on every play, much less a 2-pointer.
Well, even in a loss, when you go into the locker room afterwards, do you get the sense that the guys come out even hungrier, that you can build
Yeah, I told him
off
I
of
was
this?
really, really proud of him. I really am. Very, very proud of him. I love coaching this group. I was disappointed last week. I had some tough talks with some guys, and they practiced hard this week, and they came out and gave it everything they had. So I'm extremely proud of these guys. I really am, and I'm getting to know them better every single day. They're getting to know each other better every single day, and we're going to improve this week.
Willie, you've coached a lot of years, and Seth is kind of like in your position where he's trying to install his offense and trying to get people to buy into what he's doing. Oklahoma fans are going to not be happy with what happened tonight, and they're trying to grow and adapt to what he's doing offensively. What advice would you give someone like Seth who's trying to, build his
I'm
legacy?
worried about it. My wife is who I worry about. Everybody else, I really don't give crap. I shouldn't say that, should I? As long as my wife loves me, I'm okay. Tell him that he just needs to worry about that and move on. I don't listen to the external noise. I don't care about any of that crap. Doesn't matter. Seth needs to do the same thing. He's a good ball coach.
Willie, good game from Keith Cooper Jr. tonight. You've been around him for a while. How have you kind of seen him grow in this new environment here in Houston?
Well, he's from Houston. He really wanted to come here and big time to come back home. He's a great young man. He's a great basketball player in high school in Dickinson, and we kind of took him on hey man, we're going to take this guy and see if he can develop into a football player. He went from 230 when we recruited him to 285 right now. He's got good movement. He's got good length. Plays hard. He really does a good job at getting off of blocks. And he's got a chance to, if he keeps going like this, to maybe play at that next level. I know that's a big goal for him.
Thanks so much.